Warning, I'm just having fun with old cars. I hope you get some tips and a good laugh from watching, but don't do what I do on your projects. What is up, everybody? Uh, Happy New Year. Uh, new me, new year, new, uh, same me, same old junk. So, this will be the first video of 2024, and I probably should have planned something a lot more exciting, but here we are. We're just working. It is not warm, so time to break out the overalls. You also understand why in a minute, because there'll be a lot of rolling around in the grass here pretty soon. That sounded weird, right? Whatever. You'll see. So I should be working on this thing so I get it back on the road and out of the way. But I got some new stuff for Christmas, being the rear wheels for the S10. So instead of working on that junk, we're gonna be working on this junk and that junk. Let's take a little walk. So the biggest thing is I gotta test. Oh my gosh, I can't see. Can you see me? Biggest thing is I gotta test fit the wheels I got, because they're kind of a guesstimate, so I don't know for sure they're gonna fit. But also, man, I can't see nothing. Also, the truck fell off jack stands and it's sitting on the ground, so that's good news. So yeah, first things first, we're gonna get the truck off the ground, and yeah, welcome. Hope you enjoy the video. Here's your chance to get out. Just saying. Okay. This is what I meant by rolling around in the grass, by the way. Okay? So don't take that weird. First thing I gotta figure out how to do is get this thing off the ground without crushing myself, because believe it or not, jacks don't roll in the mud. So it's gonna get a little interesting. I also don't want to get it too high, because I think it'll make it easier to get the rear end out if I leave it close to the ground. So, oh, well, but I also have to get to the U-bolts. How do we want to do this? I think we're going to put a jack stand under it. don't love it. And I'm going to end up doing that a bunch of times on both sides. And we'll eventually get it. I'm just going to go a little bit at a time, and then we'll get it high enough that we can hopefully get the rear end out of it. Okay, here's where I'm at. This thing is very sketchily. Is sketchily a word? It's very sketchily on jack stands, and I really don't want to jack it up any higher right now. So I took the bolt off the shocks, and it feels like the U-bolts are seized. Something I probably never showed on here is this rear end is not tight in here. I think at some point it had lowering blocks, and they took them out and just like loosely put everything together. So it's just kind of sitting in here. But I'm going to just cut the U-bolts because I have new ones. I hope. If I don't, I'll have to get new ones. I'm just going to cut the U-bolts, and then we're going to see if we can slide this rear end out, which will be kind of an advantage for it to be this close to the ground when we go to do that anyway. In theory. That's my game plan. Anyway, so I'm going to cut these real quick. We'll have to go around to the other side and cut those ones if I can't get the nuts off them easily. And we'll start trying to yank this thing out of here. The key is not to grind directly at the gas tank. So we'll see how that goes. Here's one. Alright. Well, is anything on fire? No. Luckily everything is, well, luckily for this reason, everything is wet. Unfortunately, it means I'm sitting in mud right now. So, I guess while I'm here, I'm going to cut this brake line. Don't try that at home, kids. That rubber line was bad anyway, so don't worry about that. It's also not even leaking a drop, I swear. So this should come off of here. Whatever. I was trying to avoid having to take the shock all the way off, but I don't think that's going to happen. Mainly because I was trying to be lazy. So, we may have to come back and do that. For now, let's go see if we get the other side off. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not. I did already take the nuts off of this one because they were only hand tight. I think we're just gonna cut the other one. So, need the emergency brake cable right now. Okay. The rear end is uninstalled, basically, except for the hard part. I also never showed that there was wood shoved in there for some reason. I don't know why. Now, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get this out of here. And my dogs are chasing a cat. So just ignore all the barking. Okay. We might try and take that load spring out today too. We'll see how feisty we feel in a little while. Wait here. Okay. I got the other side is jacked up. Hopefully it will go over the leaf spring. Oh yeah. This is definitely a job for 2 people. But we'll figure it out. Maybe. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. We're almost there. How can I? Come on. Okay. We're almost there. I really could use that shock being out of my way. It would make it easier. Could also use more room to work. Okay. We're going to turn this way. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I need to go this way. Sorry guys, you get to watch me struggle today. Hang on, let me move you. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. Whew. I hate to say this out loud, but this is going to be way harder with the new rear end. Because it is quite a bit heavier than this. Okay. Well, piece of cake. I'm really not looking forward to trying to put that 8.8 in here because it is very heavy. Okay. I'm gonna undo these shocks real quick, and then we'll try and get that other rear end over here, see if we can't get it slid in there. Come on. Okay. Well, here's where I'm at. Pretty sure I skipped a bunch of my struggling for you guys. Yeah. This job kind of sucks by yourself anyway. It really sucks by yourself on the grass and mud. So, but we're here. The next part's going to be very difficult, but we're going to get it done. I promise you, by the end of this video, this truck will have this rear end in it. I know what you're thinking to yourself. It looks like you're about 5 minutes from that happening, so that's an easy promise to make, but I don't think it's going to be that easy to get it in there by myself. So it feels like a big promise to me. And so that's what we're about to do. And I'm procrastinating because my back hurts a little bit from getting the other one out. Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let me see if I can get you somewhere where you can see. Okay. Step 1. Get that rotor over the leaf spring. I did not check to make sure this would fit like this. So, yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Minor problem. I don't think I ever showed it or talked about it. I did paint this thing, so it looks way better than what I'm bolting it into. I probably should have done something about that, but it's too late now. So I'm pretty sure at some point all this is gonna come back out, but I'd really like for this thing to sit on its wheels while I wait on parts. More specifically, while I wait on money for parts. Okay, we got one side in. That's interesting. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but I've bent the crap out of these little dust shield things. I don't really care. I'm gonna end up buying new ones because I'd like to replace all this with brand new parts before I actually start driving this thing. So that's on the list of things. Okay. Big push. Okay. I'm gonna knock on some wood and say this is not going horribly yet. It will now, because I said that, but that's okay. Now the tough part So I gotta lift this, pull this out. Okay. Now we gotta go. Come on. Let's go on a little trip. We gotta go to the other side. Also, I got my working buddy out here, which is kind of fun. Also, Fat Lard Timmy over there. Don't worry about him. Our goats are very well fed. I don't know if you guys can see, but gotta somehow get this over. I'm gonna get a pry bar. Hang on. By pry bar, I meant a piece of wood. Okay, we're doing things. Come on, baby. And what we can do, maybe put a jack under it. Let's do that. Somebody let me know when it's high enough, please. Okay, nobody said when, so I just kept going. Oh boy, we are close. Okay. What can we do here? Okay, now let's go back to the other side. Whoa, oh gosh, I haven't been drinking, I swear. Woo! Who needs a gym when you just work on old garbage? Okay, should be able to just lift this. Okay. And we're in the wrong hole. I hate it when that happens. So that's basically it. It's installed. It's not really, because I have 2-inch lowering blocks. 2-ish inch lowering blocks. I don't remember what they are. But so we'll have to get those in. But so far it looks like my my math might have worked out on the spring purchase. So that's good news. This is literally the first time this thing's been under the truck. I am not gonna lie, I'm worried about the wheels. I think I might have screwed up on those, but we're gonna get this deal bolted together, see what happens. Woo! Hang on. Hello? Hello? Can you see me? Hello? Anyway, so it is in. I did buy, these are like extended spring purchase. That's the word. And they probably realistically wouldn't work on this normally. But I bought some, I think they look like cast aluminum lowering blocks, which are not very good. I highly recommend steel ones, but these are cheap and they'll work for now because the truck doesn't even have a motor in it. So what I have to do now is get this in there. So that should be interesting. I guess I need to make sure it fits on here. That is not gonna go far enough for me to do that. Why is everything gotta be so heavy? Hang on. I don't have a good plan here, in case you were wondering, which is kind of normal for me, honestly. How can maybe we go backwards? Ow. It's fine. Everything's, oh, I hit you guys. Oh, I hit you. My bad. I didn't mean it. It's okay. You can't see what I'm doing, but you can still see my face. I'm sure that's, oh, just hang on a second. Okay. I'm coming. Okay. Can you, okay, you can basically see now. So the block is now sitting on the locating pin. Now we gotta get this in the right spot. Are you there? Okay. You're not gonna believe this, but I ran out of storage in my phone again. So, but it's okay. We got it. Okay. Back to what I was doing. I gotta get this. Bam. Just like that. Okay. Well, now we got, this is very cheap stuff. I don't recommend this. But it's what I bought. I will eventually end up buying better stuff. But it is what it is. Also, this is more designed for, well, not more. It is entirely designed for the S10 variant, which is a smaller axle tube diameter. So you just gotta manhandle it a little, or boy handle it. It's probably more what I'm doing. That boy handle it. That did not come out how I expected. Do not read into that, and do not handle boys. Okay, it's inappropriate. It's not funny either. Don't laugh at it. Woo. That's something I was not prepared for when I started recording myself. Is all the stupid stuff I would say. But here we are. Okay. Be a good time to have a hammer. But they're all the way up there in the carport, and I don't feel like walking up there. There's nothing. You can't. You guys, stop. Would you stop moving, please? Okay. Bad part is I may not be able to get this back under here. Well, maybe I will. I'm hoping I can get this pried together and get it back in this stock mount. I'm probably gonna need a clamp though. Let me you wait right there. I'm gonna go get a clamp. Okay, well, it is a significant, look at, this is my dog Shelby. She wanted to make a guest appearance today, I guess. I had no idea she was back there. Hi, Shelby. Anyway, it is quite a significant amount of time later. I fooled with this thing forever. Now, there's a couple ways you could do this that are better than what I did. I'm going to explain those and explain what I did. In saying that, I probably normally wouldn't do it the way that I did. But you guys should know that by now if you've watched any of my other videos. So, basically the issue I had is this U-bolt is designed for a smaller axle tube, like what comes out of the truck. So what it does when you put it over this tube is it spreads these two out. Then it doesn't want to go in the bottom retainer plate securing deal. Whatever, I don't know what the technical name is for that. So the things you can do are, I have seen online you can use like an Explorer bottom plate with Explorer U-bolts, and it'll work, but then your factory shock won't bolt into place because the shock location's different. Also, by the way, I went ahead and put those in while I was doing all this other stuff. Um, the other thing you can do is the holes in this bottom plate, you can slot them. I wouldn't. You can't really make up the whole difference because otherwise you won't have room for a washer and stuff. Um, which I would say that's probably the easiest thing to do. Or you can do it the wrong way, like this guy. And what I did, it took me a long time to figure this process out because I did the other side first and I spent forever trying to figure it out. By the time I got over here, I kind of had a system in place. It worked okay. So I used a pair of these. Luckily, I have a lot of like metalworking and different stuff type tools. So I had this style of vice grip clamp, and basically I had to go. The key to this, to making this work, is you have to go from the inside out and grab. I basically put the U-bolt in these two corners and then was able to pinch it, and that closed it up. But the key to it, somebody's yelling. The key to it is you have to go from the middle of the truck and go to the outside U-bolt, pinch it, and then start your bolts on the bottom of the plate. Then, once you have them started, pull the vice grip clamp off and move it to the inside U-bolt and pinch it, and then get your nuts started. If you try and do it the other way, there's no way to get the vice grip clamp onto the outside U-bolt. And I know that for a fact because that's what I fought with forever on the other side. So, this is, for all intents and purposes, it is mounted. I would really like to put cow tracks on this truck, which is going to replace this bottom plate anyway. So I don't know. Hopefully I can do that before I get too much mileage put on this thing. Because I don't feel like this is the safest setup, if I'm being honest. So the good news is though, I told you guys the rear end would be in the truck by the end of this video, and here it is. So I'm going to take a minute now and straighten up some of my tools. Working in the grass makes it very easy to lose stuff. Figured that out too. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get this thing jacked up by the rear end and get jack stands on it. And then we're going to test fit our new wheels and see if they work. Which I hope they do. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we'll try them out, and hopefully all that goes well. So hang tight. I'm gonna clean up and get ready for that. Hang on. Okay, well, again, it's been a little bit of time. As you could probably see, I stuck this wheel on it, and I'm very on the fence about it, on what to do. This is a 15/8 wheel, 15 by 8 inches wide, and this one is a 4.5-inch backspace, which I think would have fit perfectly if it had the stock rear end in it. but I don't. And this one is a little bit wider than a factory one. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it would look okay. If I don't, I think it would look okay with this wheel, but I don't love it right now. So I'm gonna spin you around and show you. Whoa, don't mind my hand. I'm gonna spin you around, show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is a wheel on the truck. I purposely don't have a tire on it because most places won't take them back if you mount a tire on them. So I'm just trying to get an idea of how it fits. I mean, the wheel itself looks fine, but where I'm on the fence is this angle here. You can see I've been measuring all kinds of stuff. This tire, I got 275 60 15s to put on it, so they're gonna stick out even a little further. If you look at it from here, it seems like it might be okay, but I don't really love the fact that you can see it, whoa, down here. And I have quite a bit of space in the back still. The problem with these wheels is they don't really, they're cheap, which is good, but the next option I have is a 5.5 inch back space, which is going to lose me an inch of lip here, which I think will look like garbage. My personal opinion. But it will set it back an inch, which would be about what I need realistically. So hang on. So I was really hoping to get the wheels and everything on here, but I'm kind of been in the process of trying to figure out what it would take to maybe return these and get the other ones. If I had to run these, I definitely could, and I don't think it would look terrible. Oh, I'm stuck on the fence. Hang on. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that yet. It's kind of it's an evolving situation, if you will. But we'll end this deal on a positive note. The rear end's all bolted in it. That pinion angle, the way I said it, is way off. So don't do it. If you watch my video about doing the rear end, don't set yours that way. Because I can see right now it's way off. So don't follow that advice. There's a reason I have that warning in the front of some of these videos. Anyway, I mean, overall, we still made progress today. I was kind of worried about this. I've been worried about this, and that's why I really wanted to get the rear end in before I ordered the wheels. But we tried to take an educated guess on this, semi-educated, and with also not giving up looks of the wheel, because I still don't know what's worse, the tire sticking out of the fender a little bit, or an ugly ass wheel that has no lip on it. I don't know. So I'm gonna wrap this deal up. Maybe if you have an opinion, maybe comment below, because this video goes up in a couple days, so I don't know if I'll have made my decision by then. So I'll take whatever advice I can get. But yeah, on that note, we're gonna end it here. Appreciate everybody watching. I know this wasn't a super exciting first video of the year, but we're still making progress on the hot rods. So we'll see you next time. Okay, I know I said I was done, and I was on the fence about the wheels. Made a phone call to the only person I trust on these kind of decisions, my dad. He was right. We chose the right wheels. I get weird about stuff because I want it to look just right. So I shoved a tire on the other side. I'll show you what that looks like. It's gonna look good. I don't know. I spent most of my life, I think this is probably the first time I've ever bought like truly brand new wheels to the specifications that I wanted. So just kind of, I don't know, kind of weird about it. Okay, it's just one of my things. But let me show you what this tire looks like real quick, and then it's already getting dark, and you know I'm running out of time today. But tomorrow I'm gonna mount these tires, and we're gonna shove these wheels on this thing, and it's gonna look good. I guarantee it. Okay. I'm also telling myself that. So hang on one sec. Okay. So it will not be white letter out when I mount them, but you can kind of see, hopefully, I tried to line this thing up about like it will be when it's on the wheel, like this side. It's going to be very hard to see on here, but it's kind of a rough, you know, it's mock-up, so it's not perfect. But I just want you to look at this angle of this thing, okay? Would you just look at it? So, I'm not gonna lie, putting that tire up there really got me excited again, because I was stressed there for a little while, because I did not really want to have to deal with trying to return those wheels and stuff. And also, man, the wheels got to have a good lip on it, you know what I'm saying? So I was not really thrilled about going to the 5.5-inch backspace. If they had a 5-inch backspace, I would buy that, because I think that would be perfect. But it's gonna look good, I guarantee it. So you can kind of see the sky looks really cool right now, but it's starting to get cold again. Got my jacket on, and I'm starting to run out of daylight, so I'm gonna get all my junk cleaned up, and I'm gonna check in with you tomorrow, and we're both gonna see this thing sitting on all 4 tires for the first time since it had those ugly Krager wheels on it. So come on. Well, I have a confession to make. Not very proud of it, but I went and paid somebody to mount these tires. If you've watched my other videos, You know that I usually struggle through doing stuff myself because I don't like to pay people. But it cost me a little bit of money. 30 minutes, I was in and out, mounted and balanced. Thank you, Village Tire Company, Cleveland, Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just feeling lazy today. Maybe I don't deserve my man card. I don't know. Maybe all of the $0 I've made on these videos is really getting to my head. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but what are you gonna do? Okay, well, enough kidding around. Yes, I paid someone to do these. Whatever. I had stuff to do this morning, so it's already halfway through the day. I didn't want to spend forever doing this myself. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't like spending money, but sometimes you gotta pay for convenience, right? So the good news is now I'm gonna go slap these things on, and we are gonna get to see what this truck looks like on all four wheels and tires. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. So I think what I'm gonna do, maybe I'll show you, maybe I won't, but I'm gonna go get these slapped on here. There's nothing really exciting about the actual process of bolting the wheels on. So I'll probably just do that. And then I might see if I can roll the truck back and get us a nice side view of this thing with its fancy new wheels on it. So come on, just wait right there a second. We'll get to see it together. Okay, well, there she is. Yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited, if I'm being honest. So these are 275, 60, 15. They're sticking out just a little bit, but the reason why I stuck with this is because maybe you can see the lip on that wheel. If you take an inch out of that, my personal opinion, it's gonna look like garbage. So I would rather the tires stick out a little bit. And you can see side profile wise, it's pretty freaking awesome. Obviously, monster truck gap, we need to close that, but it's still got it doesn't have motor or nothing in it, so that'll help fix that. But it's kind of personal preference, I guess, on the rear wheels. If you're gonna shorten the 8.8 like I did, and you're gonna order these wheels, if you get a 15x8 with a 5-inch backspace, it will probably be perfect. Probably. I do at some point plan on buying a pair of 10-inch wide wheels for the back of this, which are gonna sit exactly like these ones do, and the 2 inches will be to the inside. Because at some point I want a second set of wheels to put slicks on way down the road. Not anytime soon, but with those wheels, they're gonna poke out just like these ones do. So that's kind of some of the reasons that I'm willing to. I don't love the tires sticking out, but I'm gonna tolerate it because I think sticking it way in with no lip would look worse. That's just my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap this deal up. This thing, I mean, it's gonna make it. Progress is gonna be slow on it, but I am collecting parts all the time, trying to. I'm keeping an eye out for a motor for it right now. I've got a core transmission that I might try and rebuild for it. It's got an 8.8 now. It's got good wheels, brand new tires, so all that stuff is very exciting for me. Um, yeah, there's a ton of stuff left to do on this thing, but sitting here looking at it with nice wheels and stuff on it, I feel pretty good. I'm pretty motivated. So the next handful of videos are all going to be on the old truck. We got to get that thing. I got to get the transmission pump serviced in it and hopefully get it running again, and then we'll start finishing up all the rust repair, which isn't too much. So hopefully in a few videos from now, the C10 will be kind of wrapped up to a point where I'm okay with just leaving it alone and driving it for a while. And once we get to that point, that's when we're going to start trying to get some stuff done on this truck. And, you know, everything costs money, so it's going to take a little time. But hopefully, my goal is by beginning of next year, I'd like to have this thing like running and where we can cruise it around. I'm trying to be realistic with my goals because hang on, my arm's getting tired. Because if I set unrealistic goals, it's very easy for me to get unmotivated. So I think we're gonna try throughout this year and get this thing going. And like I said, hopefully beginning of next year we'll be cruising this thing around. Maybe making some street hits on it. Come on. Come on. Uh I don't know what's wrong with my face. I didn't have a stroke, I promise. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's probably way too long because I talk too much. But thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate all the support. Yeah, you guys are awesome. See you later. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.